Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 53. Got you, boy. I got you.
24.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Off the bootleg. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the...
Number 53, Mike 53.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your...
That's caught inside the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Roll it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey